my students. It's Miss Division here. We are going to be doing a tutorial today on some basic knife cutting skills and on how to cut an onion. All right, because a lot of people, we see that a lot of people don't really know how to cut an onion properly. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a demo for you to show you how to properly cut an onion. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is going to be talking about knife safety and the proper way to hold your knife. All right, so if I'm holding my knife, this is a chef's knife. What I'm basically going to be doing is don't want to be holding it super duper tight. You don't want to do that. You want to hold it holding the blade right here, almost as if there was like a hole in the blade where you could be touching your thumb and your pointer finger together. All right, so this is where you want to be holding the blade when you are touching. Okay, you want to kind of do it nice and a little bit light. You don't want to be holding it like super duper tight. You want to hold it a little bit lighter. So this is the proper way to hold your knife. All right, I have a cutting board here. One thing about cutting boards, students, is we've kind of talked about this before in our class, but I'm just going to remind you, this is a wooden cutting board. And when you're talking about safety and sanitation in a kitchen, you want to make sure with a wooden cutting board, because it is porous and a lot of bacteria can live within the pores of that wood, you want to make sure that after you're done using this, the proper way to clean it is with a bleach and water solution. All right, so you really want to get in there and you really want to clean your cutting board well. All right, okay, so I've got my onion. I've got half of my onion. The biggest thing, in my opinion, on the way that you cut an onion is everybody likes to cut it and get rid of this fuzzy part, and that's like the biggest no-no for me, is getting rid of this fuzzy part. You want to keep that fuzzy part on there because it's going to keep your onion stable. All right, so what I like to do is I like to take off the top part of this onion, and I probably am going to cut it off with my chef's knife. I'm going to hold it properly. Big, huge thing when you're cutting any vegetable, anything, any fruit, any vegetable, you want to make sure that you create a stable base. So that's why we cut and make it flat, because a lot of fruits and vegetables are round, and you want to make sure that you are cutting something flat and it's nice and stable now. Now I'm ready to roll. All right. Another thing, I'm going to tuck my fingers. I'm going to make sure that my fingers aren't out like this while I'm cutting, and I could potentially hurt myself. All right, so I'm going to tuck my fingers. I'm going to cut that end part off. I'm going to get rid of that over there. All right, and I'm going to peel that top layer right off to get to the good part of the onion. I like onion in a lot of things that I eat. I think it adds a lot of flavor. I didn't like it so much when I was younger, but I really like it now. All right. Okay. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this fuzzy part on. I like this fuzzy part. This fuzzy part is my friend. It's going to keep everything stable for me. Okay. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to now slice down. I'm going to slice all the way down that onion. It's nice and stable for me. Okay. I'm holding on. I'm protecting my fingers. I'm holding on to the knife properly. Okay. All right. Now I have a whole bunch of lines coming down my onion. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to now go horizontally. I'm going to cut that onion and I'm going to dice it.